All right, hello and welcome to week 2 of the NAGA football season. 0-1 Vancouver lost last week 24-27 to Portland, and OKC lost 24-27 to Wichita. Today, we are watching the Vancouver with the number 8 rush defense take on the OKC offense with number 9 total and number 7 pass offense. However, today it must be noted, OKC will be without starting center Positeri. He has an ankle. He'll be out until week 5. Injury for Vancouver. Their strong safety, John Gabriel. He does have a leg injury. He is questionable to play today, but he will be active should he be able to perform. That being said, let's go ahead and check out our expert picks. And oh my goodness. OKC has an 84% chance of winning. Danny expects this to be a little bit of a closer game than Dave does with a 41-12. For the most part, everyone believes it'll be a one-score game outside of Dave, and I guess we shall see once we head on down to the train depot. All right, and welcome to the train depot. Once again, the home of the NAGA Football League. Vancouver will choose the coin toss as they choose heads, and they decide to receive the kickoff. OKC will be receiving in the second half. I suppose it is good to kind of put your offense out there first and see if you can get anything done. These two teams have quite a unique start to their season so far. Not exactly the way they wanted to start, but that's okay. Medlin, number 1 wide receiver, taken out, spins away from a man. What a great play. Taken down beyond the 25. It'll be 1st and 10 with 26. Vancouver's starting, well, most notable starting 3. Quarterback Troy Hall, recently promoted. Running back LaMarco Rowland, and wide receiver 1, Ricky Medlin, as we go ahead and get a side view from this angle real quick for the first play, and then we will switch back to our normal broadcast angle. Hall surveys, he's going to pitch it out to Rowland with a pretty good lane, 6-yard gain. Let's go ahead and flip that camera back over. OKC and Vancouver both deficient in the defense department. However, to be completely fair, OKC did play Wichita, and Vancouver did play Portland, so it's quite hard to stop those two offenses. Hall motions the man out to the left. Rowland in the backfield, pitches it out to Rowland. Rowland, a nice blocking lane. Taken down after a gain of 5. You couldn't have asked for a better opening, as now Adrian Boyd comes in for LaMarco Rowland. Seems as if he had to put too much energy into the explosion as soon as he got the ball, and didn't expect to have such an open lane. Hall back to pass. He's got all day. Oh, sacked, -4 yards. Number 99, Jeffcoat. And that is the secret to this OKC team, that incredible defensive line. Most intimidating line in the league. Hall motions the man out from the right to the left, surveying the defense. Going to hand off to Boyd. Boyd's going to get the handoff. Ooh. Decided to try to cut it back in, though some may have decided to go on the outside. LaMarco Rowland coming back in for Adrian Boyd. It's OKC defense. I mean, plenty of superstars, but notably their D-line today, as Rowland gets the handoff again. Another open lane, plus 12 yards. These wide receivers are just doing wonderful out on the outside with these rushing lanes today. Rowland gets his second first down of the day. Hall under center. Hall recently promoted, I believe, to the practice squad. Boyd gets the handoff, rush up the middle for 5 yards. I believe he was not the starter. Again, this is information coming out from the league that I am trying to catch up on, having been absent in the first week. As Vancouver made a lot of hefty trades over the offseason and week 1. Rowland gets a handoff, fades a would-be tackler, gets a gain of 2 yards. Vancouver and San Antonio, most notably for 2 blockbuster trades. San Antonio sending multiple starters, including should-be starting tight end Whitman, as we see number 83 right there. Pitched it out to Boyd. Boyd unable to get the first down, -1. Augustine, that linebacker core knew exactly what was up. They motioned the DB. The DB came down straight hill and crushed him. Number 9 for the punt. And he boots it away, and it'll be inside the 20. That'll be at the 16-yard line. OKC looking to get some momentum. As their top three, quarterback Brandon Gilligan, running back Kenny Matlock from the Raleigh Royals from last year, and wide receiver 1, Jamal Edwards. Gilligan, under center, surveying, motions the man back inside. Hands it off to Matlock. Matlock has all sorts of room. Taken down 17 yards, but there is a flag. Unfortunate. Tayshawn Richardson with the hold. Right when OKC felt like they could march down the field and take advantage of everything, they were unable to. We were also getting a call in from the sideline reporters stating that there is heavy wind approaching the stadium. Massive gust coming down from the north. Gilligan back to pass. He's got to throw that one away. He's in the end zone. You can definitely start to see the field goal post starting to shake from all this heavy wind. I mean, that throwaway already, most of that was the wind. As time of possession, 57 seconds, 2 plays, 1 pass. Gilligan hands off to Matlock. Matlock rushing, trying to get anything. In the 4 yards, unfortunate. Vancouver holding steady. So try to keep that rush defense above water against this OKC offense. That holding penalty has definitely helped them today. Gilligan back to pass, delayed blitz on the outside. Gilligan to a wide open Turner, number 88, 30-yard gain. Kendra Grover coming in for Elijah Lockett. Have to wonder if perhaps that was the one chance for Vancouver to get OKC to punt today. Gilligan back to pass. Delayed blitz is going to launch it to Matlock. Matlock, oh my goodness. He fades a would-be tackler. Sidesteps him, makes him look silly. And gets a gain of 12 as DeMarquez Clark now coming in from Matlock. Kenny Matlock now 1 rush for 4 yards, 1 reception for 12 yards. Gilligan fakes the handoff. Back to pass, going to launch it to a wide open Turner again, number 88. Talk about a connection. I mean, my goodness, just he's open all the time. Might be a little issue on the defensive side of Vancouver's secondary. Gilligan under center. Go! Hands it off to Matlock. Matlock avoids the tackle. Trucks a man. Pushing forward. Taken down after a gain of 7 yards by number 90. That was Goldstein who got rocked. Johansson coming in for him as Clark now comes in for Matlock. Kenny Matlock, 2 rushes, 11 yards. Gilligan motions the tight end out to the right. Hands it off to Clark. Clark just immediately swarmed. Nobody wanting to block anybody there. Goldstein coming back in for Johansson. Pollard, number 91 with the TFL. Seemed as though the O-line was already on the mindset of blocking the second level, and unfortunately they forgot to block the first level. So that's a bit unfortunate. Gilligan motion to the fullback out to the right. Gilligan pitches it out to Clark. Clark immediately wrapped up by number 96. What a play by Jason Riley. He will sub out for Steven Reddick. OKC subbing back in Kenny Matlock. First bringing in Kasim Garvin, then realizing, wait a minute, Matlock might be better. OKC now getting a field goal. Scotty, kick is up and kick is good. And this has to be a moral victory for Vancouver. As Clark now comes in from Matlock and Riley back in for Vancouver. Vancouver, definitely one of the few teams that has a surplus of rising talent as Medlin takes the ball. Oh, he gets a nice lane on the outside. Oh, he's taken down. Unfortunate. First and 10 on the 32. Vancouver's one of those teams that has a lot of young talent. They may not be able to do much this year, but in the future, they will be a very scary team. Quarterback under center. Pitches down to Roland. Roland at an outside lane, gets tackled. Number 20. Adrian Boyd now coming in. You can definitely sense the feel that this is a young starting quarterback. He's got a lot to improve upon, so they're trying not to do too much with him. But here we go. Hall back to pass, going to dip it out to Alston, and Alston taken down immediately after a gain of 3. That's what you want to see from your quarterback. Nice, easy completions, getting the ball where he needs to go, build the confidence, play through the defense, play through the rush game. Hall under center, rolling in the backfield. Rolling gets the handoff, easy lane, rolling. Oh, not enough. Gain of 5 yards. It'll be 4th and 2. Agent Boyd coming in for LaMarco Rowland. A delayed blitz from the safety in the back. Definitely a lot of assistance there. Carlisle punts it deep inside the 20. Speaking of number 20, Lisenby with the return. Taking it past the 20 for a gain of about 4 yards at the 23-yard line. At this point, if you're OKC, you kind of want to figure out your game plan. Hoover's definitely held you on the right side as Clark now gets the handoff, and he's taken down immediately minus 1 yard. Starting to wonder, maybe the heavy wind, maybe you do want to try and go for a pass or two. That is definitely something you might want to look into. Clark gets the handoff, rushing up the middle. 8-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 3. Kenny Matlock coming in for DeMarcus Clark. Kendrick Wilbur coming in for John Gabriel. Matlock with an easy run up the middle. And 6 yards. It's DeMarcus Clark coming in for Kenny Matlock now. John Gabriel coming back in for Kendrick Wilbur. OKC offense churning out the yards, understanding there is heavy wind. Passes will be a bit difficult today. Gilligan motion to the outside. Gilligan hands it off to Clark again, and Clark right into the teeth of the defense, plus 3 yards. This is a lot of musical chairs going on right now with the OKC backfield. It is understandable at the moment, but if you gas both of them too much, you're not going to have much left coming in the 4th quarter. OKC, Gilligan back to pass, delayed blitz, caught by Burrows, gain of 5, taken down by number 58. 3rd and 2, and that will be the end of the 1st quarter. Not much going on, a bit of a defensive struggle, but this is all but a victory for Vancouver, morally at least. Holding OKC to 3 points in under 10 minutes, that's got to be impressive. Especially for a team not expected to even win. Gilligan motions the tight end out to the right. Back to pass, 4-man. Thrown out, caught, 8-yard gain. Gilligan with a nice pass to the 1st down. So I believe that was Burrows on that catch. Brandon Gilligan now 5 of 6 for 68 yards. I mean, this is what you expect from Brandon Gilligan, to dice you up in the pass game. Flag down. He'll throw to Clark. Clark will narrowly grab that one. Offsides against the defense. It'll be 1st and 5 from the Vancouver 43. Curious why you wouldn't take 2nd and inches, but I suppose that works as well. Gilligan back to pass. 4-man rush. He's got all day again. Oh my goodness. Miscommunication. Wind picking the ball up. And John Gabriel having a leg injury, but he is expected to return. Not exactly what you wanted to see from such a good talent on this defensive roster. Clark immediately taken down by number 24. Gain of 2 yards, halfback dive. Didn't get too much. It was a good call by the defensive coordinator to call in that corner blitz. Might have saved them from having to deal with the 1st down and possibly a touchdown. Gilligan Anderson is going to motion the man from the left to the right, surveying the defense. He's going to hand it off. Clark immediately taken down in the backfield, minus 2 yards, number 98, Brown. Wow. Kenny Matlock now subbing in for DeMarcus Clark. And this could be a punt. And it will be a punt. OKC stopped. And again, Vancouver has to be extremely happy with how their defense is performing. OKC is no slouch. In fact, OKC had a chance to make a big run last season. Let's see how this goes. Vancouver now with the ball. You can definitely start to see some communication to Troy Hall about how to pick up the blitzes. Troy Hall, 4-man rush. He's got all time. Rolling. You can definitely see the O-line is definitely directing to Hall where to point, what to look at. Kind of disguises that the OKC defensive line alone brings in. Lots and lots of scary men on that defensive line, especially with the best defensive lineman in the league, as Rowland gets a hefty block and gets a gain of 9 yards. Vancouver now subbing in Adrian Boyd. They are really looking just to get 3 points. If they can just score 3 points, it'll be a monumental victory for Hall. Marco Rowland settled for 39, hands off to Boyd. Boyd easily gets the first down, gain of 2 yards. 1st and 10, LaMarco Rowland back in. OKC expecting a run up the middle. Unfortunately for them, they ran to the right and got an easy first down. Hall surveying the defense. Hands off to Rowland. Rowland evades the tackler, and he's got an open lane for a first down. 14 yards. 1st and 10. And again, folks, this is why Vancouver made the trade for tight end Blake Whitman. He has incredible ceiling capabilities on the edge for blocks, as well as good hands and a rock-steady security blanket for the pass game. Boyd out there, look at, and that's what you want to see if you're the owner of Vancouver. Whitman driving the defender backwards for the run game. It's unfortunate he was unable to not break that tackle, but next time could be a touchdown. Hall motioning the man to the left. Boyd in the backfield. Hands off to Boyd. Boyd running to the right. Boyd evading, running up for 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. Vancouver doing a handful of substitutions as LaMarco Rowland comes back in. Jonathan Grissom also in the mix here. He was a trade from San Antonio to Vancouver. Vancouver wanted to load up on depth. Rowland evading the tackle and getting the first down. Incredible. As I was saying, Vancouver looking for young, star-ridden depth, looking to build for the future, build a massive contender. So far in these trades, it's exactly what they've done. They've poached from the biggest and best team from Season 2. This Hall back to pass. Major blitz coming in. Unable to get away. -8 yards. That's Ragsdale, number 94. One of the best D linemen in the league. As John Gabriel comes back from injury. 2nd and 18. Not a position Vancouver wants to be in. So he hands off to Boyd. Boyd evading the tacklers, rushing for a gain of 6. It's now 3rd and 12. And you can definitely tell the Vancouver head coach, new head coach under ownership of Vancouver's ownership, obviously. They are looking to just score some points, not wanting to turn over. This could be a pass, but it could also be a Rowland run. They're in scoring range. That's all that matters. It will be a pass. He's going to launch it deep to Alston. The wind definitely took that ball backwards. Unfortunate. He had a wide open gain, but that wind is just too much today. So they now go for a field goal to tie the game up. Schmidt. The kick is up, being blown to the right, and a 48-yard field goal is barely good, almost taken out by the wind. My goodness, 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Vancouver has done the impossible. They've tied it up with OKC in the first half and have held OKC to only 3 points. This wind being a major factor today. These quarterbacks and OCs not wanting to give too much to the defense. Edwards with the return. Ooh, taken down. 27-yard line. 4 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. Slow to get up, and obviously rightfully so. That was a massive hit. 1st and 10. Gilligan under center. Clark in the backfield. Winds have now begun to rage. 13 miles an hour. Clark immediately destroyed number 59. That was a gain of 4 yards. 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. You can definitely tell as this wind starts to pick up even more and gets even more gustier. OKC starting to lean more and more on that run game like Vancouver did. Gilligan handing off to Clark, and this heavy wind game is definitely something Vancouver is excited about. Being able to neutralize the pass game with such powerful winds. I mean, everyone knew you were going to have to run with the rookie quarterback, but now you give the other team the only option to run, and you've made your chances of winning even better. Clark gets the handoff taken down immediately, plus 3 yards. That'll be 4th and 4. Kenny Matlock coming in for Marquez Clark. And OKC will now punt it. And Vancouver could start with the best possible field position they've had all game long. Of course, with his leg, nobody really knows, as Lockett gets the return. He's going to get taken down shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Scores 3-3. Vancouver with a much-anticipated drive here. We're going to see if Roland in the running game can keep it up. OKC may have locked on to this now. Roland gets that pitch, and he's immediately locked on, -1 yard. OKC not fooled even once. Simon No with the TFL. Of course, it doesn't help when they also call a blitz to the outside that you're running to as well. Hall surveying the defense. 2nd and 11. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Motioning the man to the left. He gets the snap, back to pass. Delayed blitz coming in. He's going to launch it deep to Medlin. And what a catch. Plus 31-yard gain. That, folks, is why Vancouver wants Troy Hall as a starter. This man, he has the talent. He has the intangibles. And Ricky Medlin, the #1 wide receiver, helping showcase that talent today. Hall motioning the man inside. Hall back to pass. They're feeling good. They're going to bomb it deep. Oh, number 5. Unable to come down with it. Trying to do some sort of superstar catch behind the back. Spinning move. Unnecessary. Let your rookie quarterback get the completion. Let him go 5 for 5 instead of 4 for 5, and it'll be a great game. 2nd and 10. Hall motion the running back out. Now Vancouver's starting to feel comfortable with this pass game. Hall gets the ball. 4-man rush. He's going to launch it over the middle. Oh, just too far. The wind blowing it a little bit too far ahead of number 4. Unfortunate. 3rd and 10. Hall now 4 of 6. Hall under center. This could be a possible run. Looking to get in field goal position. Hall back to pass. 4-man rush. He's going to launch over the middle. Oh, possible DPI, but they will not call it. Wind gusting away at the ball. These passes are hard, ladies and gentlemen. Winds with up to now 20 miles an hour. It's a wonder the ball even goes on the same path trajectory, to be completely honest with you. And this one could be a coffin punt. Wow. 1 yard line. What a punt. Vancouver couldn't have asked for a better punt than that. 1st and 10, OKC in their own end zone. OKC back to pass. Interesting concept over the middle. Richardson wide open. My goodness. And that is just unacceptable if you are the Vancouver defense. You have let that man run wide open for a 1st down. You had him in the end zone. Gilligan back to pass. 4-man rush. Delayed blitz. Calls it back. Knight with the catch. Taken down. Gain of 6 yards. 1st and 10. No longer. Penalty against the defense for a face mask. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 33. Oh, the punter is probably in disgust right now. He sets them up with the most perfect drive. Perfect pin. And Vancouver has let them drive 32 yards via penalty and a wide open pass. Gilligan back to pass. Delayed blitz coming in. He's going to launch over the middle. Unfortunately, number 15 unable to come down with it. Wind pushing it just too far ahead for him. As we take a look at this game, 3-3. I mean, this heavy winds, run game all day, 20 miles an hour. It's crazy. Gilligan back to pass. 4-man rush. He's going to launch it. I mean, he's wide open. The wind doesn't even matter. Plus 13-yard gain. And you can start to see the quarterbacks are adjusting a bit. They've understood where the wind is coming from, the northeast, the southeast, right? Doesn't matter where. And they are throwing against the wind, and they're trajectorying it just enough, just right, for Gilligan to get almost sacked and annihilated, and Turner with possibly the greatest catch of all time. Backwards over a man's head. That's something I thought I'd never see in my life. Gilligan delivered the best possible pass in heavy wind while being sacked. And the wide receiver, Adrian Turner, made the greatest catch of all time over a dude's head from behind. Gilligan back to pass, delayed blitz. He's going to launch it deep for the... hoping for a score. Number 88 unable to come down with it. Vancouver looking to make a stop here. They do not want OKC to score a touchdown. A field goal is fine. Touchdown is not. Gilligan surveying the defense. Motion the man from the far left to the right. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. There is a spy on him. Wide open is Turner. Number 88 taken down after a gain of 17 yards. OKC calls a timeout, their second of the half. OKC looking to score 7 points. Gilligan surveying the defense. Lopsided left side defense. A blitz coming in from the left side. Gilligan has all day, throws it away. Possibly just too scared of throwing an interception this deep into the red zone territory. 25-yard line, we are 5 yards away from, in fact, said red zone territory. Brandon Gilligan, 10 of 15 for 127. Gilligan back to pass, delayed blitz from the left. He gets destroyed. Number 21 drops the pass. Oh, man. You get a wind full of fate, a full thing of wind in your face. It is hard to catch a lot of passes coming your way. Gilligan launches it over. Number 13 trying to be too cute with it. Unable to come down with it. 4th and 10. OKC is stuck with a field goal. Vancouver sideline, as you can see, celebrating. Joyous head coach, fist pumping. This is what they wanted. It doesn't matter if OKC wins. It matters if he even can score. 42-yard field goal. Nails it just right inside the right line. Oh my goodness, the crossbar was right there. Visconti, heavy wind taking his kick away from him, still drills it inside. OKC 6, Vancouver 3. Vancouver couldn't be happier despite being down by 3. This is the game you want to be in. Medlin turns it up to the 20-yard line. They'll mark it down to 21. 1st and 10 at this point from Vancouver. You know, hey, maybe you want to see, hey, can Hall really launch it downfield? You've got nothing to lose. I mean, if they intercept it, they're probably just going to kneel down as well. Three receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back, as I misunderstand what the word 1 means. Hall back to pass. He's got all the protection in the world. Launches it to Terrell. Terrell caught for 5 yards. Vancouver will not call a timeout, so they just kind of wanted to see what the read option would look like. Didn't work out. And that will be the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Oklahoma City 6, Vancouver 3. So far, this game is going in Vancouver's way all the way, as both defenses are showing up and showing out in assistance with the heavy wind. This is quite the slugfest as Schmidt beams it down the field. Quite the opposite of the Raleigh and Richmond game I commentated just hours before. As OKC brings up the 25-yard line. Vancouver now back on defense. OKC is a tough team to deal with. They're one of those teams that come out in halftime, dissect you, and pass all over you. Gilligan back to pass. As I said, he's got all day. He's going to launch into a wide-open Turner. Medicine ball, but it doesn't matter. 26-yard reception. And there you have it. OKC read the defense during halftime, understood the assignments that Vancouver gives their defense, and lays a nice, big play right on the first snap of the drive. Go! Gilligan back to pass. Rush coming in. He's taken down. My goodness, number 90. I almost said number 7 yards. Renato, number 90 with the sack. A loss of 7 yards. Your defensive backs can't get the assignments right. Doesn't matter. Your defense should come in and clean it up. Gilligan motion the man from the right to the left. Gilligan hands off to Clark. Clark, an easy lane to run for a gain of 9 yards. Any other time, that'd be a near first down. 3rd and 8. Third quarter, 8 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. OKC beyond the 50 hash. They're looking for a first down. Gilligan motions the man to the right. Gilligan back to pass. He has all day. Finds Richardson in an open window. That's an easy completion of 11 yards. Vancouver starting to worry a little bit, as their defense that held OKC all first half now starting to crumble a bit. Gilligan surveying the defense. Back to pass. 4-man rush. They got a spy. Blitz coming. Oh, unfortunate. Again, number 13 trying to be too cute with it. Trying to do a back shoulder fade catch. And he dropped it. Especially in these heavy wind types of games, I don't understand why diva wide receivers really try to, make it all about them, You're up by 3 points. You really need to be doing more here. It's Clark. Oh, my Lord. Stiff arms a man. Number 96 said, stay back. Riley. Kenny Matlock now comes in for DeMarquez Clark. Jason Riley, 3 tackles. He really has been an anchor on this defensive line so far. Gilligan, back to pass. Oh, Matlock with the hurdle. Inside the 10, 28-yard gain. Gilligan, time and time again, pressure in his face. Defensive lineman just about to rock him. Delivers a nice pass over the middle. Wind all up in his face, preventing the pass. Delivers it anyways. Kenny Matlock. Now Clark gets the handoff. Stiff arms a man. Rushes in for the touchdown. My goodness. What a play. What a play. Clark just annihilating defenders. Falling into the end zone. And here comes OKC. They finally come alive. Sconti kick is up. It's barely good. Again, the wind is just destroying this game so far. Vancouver now needs to respond with a touchdown of their own. Sconti, the kick is up. There's a deep one inside the 5. Medlin gets the ball. He's got a couple lanes, and he decides to go straight forward, taking down at the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Hall under center. Motion man out to the left. Hall back to pass. 4-man rush. Delayed blitz coming from the outside. Throws it to Roland where the blitz was coming. A smart decision. Hall surveying the defense. Looking around. 1st and 10. See motions number 88. To the right. Hall back to pass. Major. Oh my Lord. Roland. Nice catch. Major disruption from the defensive line. Both tackles were in Hall's face by the time he even got to the back of the spot. Just incredible composure by Hall tonight. Hall under center. Surveying's going to fake the handoff, actually. He's going to launch it over the 1st down and unable to come down with it, number 4. Unfortunate. A nice play-action maneuver. Just unable to come down with the pass. 3rd and 4. Troy Hall, 7 for 11, 70 yards, 10 yards per completion. Hall, motion the receiver inside. Fakes the handoff again. He's going to pass it over the middle. Caught by Terrell, number 4. This time he comes down with a 20-yard gain. 1st down. Got to make up for it by catching it again. And that's how you know, of course, Troy Hall doing a strut in front of the home crowd. That's how you know he trusts his receivers. He dropped it, unable to come down with it. He's rolling, immediately taken down for a TFL minus 1 yard. My goodness, Ragsdale deciding that's enough Vancouver offense for the quarter. That's back to my recent comment. Troy Hall really trusting his receivers, understanding that even if they drop it or are unable to come down with it, you still have to have faith in them and give them another chance. Hall motions him inside. He's going to fake the handoff. Major blitz coming in. He gets it off to Roland. Roland, unable to get away. 2-yard gain. Almost had it. Almost had free yardage in front of him. 3rd and 10. There we go. Hall surveying the defense. Motion man. And number 4 is just right up on that defensive lineman. That's quite scary. Major rush coming in. Over the middle. Medlin, nice catch. 13-yard gain. Even with the distraction that was the defensive back literally on top of the defensive lineman on the right side, Troy Hall still able to look down the field and throw the pass. Hall back to pass. 4-man rush. He's got all sorts of time. He's going to bomb it deep and out of bounds. That would have almost been an interception. Second and 10. Troy Hall 10 for 15, 105 yards. 10 yards per attempt. Troy Hall. Oh my goodness, Alston just destroyed. Gain of 1 yard. Not exactly the play you want to see. Vancouver does not need to be settling for a field goal here, especially when OKC has started to click. John Alston, 3 receptions for 5 yards. Not exactly the stat line you want to be putting up in front of a national crowd. Hall motions the man, gonna hand off to Roland. Roland's gonna stiff arm a man, but he's rallied too late. Gain of 2 yards. 4th and 7, and Vancouver will go ahead and take the field goal. As DeMarco Roland, 12 rushes, 57 yards, 4 receptions, 32 yards. Schmidt, kick is up, and kick is good. It is now 13-6. As long as Vancouver can keep this defensive performance up from the first half, they will have a great day today. No matter the loss, they will have exceeded expectations in all categories. Schmidt kicks it deep. Edwards with the return. He's got a massive lane open. Taken down by number 58, though. 58 ensuring there is no kick return touchdowns today. Gilligan. Scanning the defense. Motioning the receiver from the right to the left. Hands it off to Clark. Clark taken down by number 2. Great open field tackle. No gain. Vancouver definitely does set themselves apart when it comes to defense. They know how to form. They know how to wrap tackle. They really know how to do a lot of things. It's unfortunate they have to face OKC. Thankfully for them, there's 20-mile-an-hour winds tonight. Gilligan back to pass, launching it, and Clark with the most insane catch I've ever seen. Incredible toe tap drag. That was incredible. 14 of 22, 202 yards. Gilligan and Clark are ridiculous as he hands it off to Clark. And Clark, gain of 8 yards. I mean, no way, in no fashion, should that have been a first down or a catch. But Clark shows off why he is a top-end talent in the league. Empty set, 5 wide receivers. Clark, or Gilligan, apologies, motion the man inside. 4-man rush, blitz getting there. Number 15 again with the behind-the-shoulder fade cutesy catch. Unable to come down. If I am the wide receivers coach today, I am definitely talking to my wide receivers after this game. They have dropped at least 5 passes that Gilligan had on the money, but because they wanted to be cute with it, they've dropped them all. Gilligan hands it off to Clark. Clark nowhere to go. 91 with the easy wrap-up tackle. That is Pollard. Kenny Matlock coming in for DeMarquez Clark. 4th and 4. Vancouver with an amazing stop. Perhaps this is where they can get their touchdown and tie it up once again. Punt is going. Unfortunate. Touchback. There was a chance that punt could have spiraled backwards, but unfortunately the wind is a bit too strong tonight. And it doesn't matter what spiral you put on that ball. Once it touches the ground, it is flying away. Hall surveying the defense. Motion the tight end out to the right. That is Whitman. Hall. 4-man rush. Blitzer coming. Roland gets the pass. Ooh, he falls backwards. Gets a gain of 8 after flying forward. And you can definitely tell this Vancouver offense all of a sudden starts to feel a lot more confident with Hall tonight. Despite the heavy winds. Hall fakes the handoff. Blitzer coming right in his face. It's a fumble. Collymore picks it up. Incredible save. 3rd and 6. Massive blitz. 0 coverage. Just weren't able to get the pass off in time. Pridgeon, of course, in the huddle. Trash-talking Hall as if it's much to trash-talk a rookie. Much less to a new quarterback. Hall back to pass. He's going to launch it deep. Oh, number 81 unable to come down with it. That's the type of play you would see that would spark an entire offensive drive, but unfortunate. Vancouver set to punt. Carlisle boots it deep. Unfortunately, only to the 30 for Vancouver. Lisenby gets the return. Taken down shy of the 40-yard line. First and 10 at 39, 3rd quarter. 1 minute remaining. At this point, if I am Vancouver, I am excited and happy about how my team has performed today. Still lots of time on the clock, but again, to hold OKC to 13 points so far, incredible. Gilligan, to pass Turner, and number 13 he's tweaking. There is no other way to put this, he is tweaking. He was having a spasm on the field. 2nd and 7. OKC is known for their high scoring output. They are known for high passing output, and they are known for high rushing output. And although the heavy wind is assisting tonight, the fact that Vancouver has done so much as number 9, 8, nice form tackle, open field, plus 1 yard rush. I mean, the fact that they've been able to stop OKC so far is incredible. OKC is one of the top teams offensively. They really are. Defensively, their defensive line is also scary, which is why Vancouver's only put up 6 points. Gilligan motions 7 inside. Clark gets the handoff. Clark going for the first down. He's pushing 7-yard gain. That's a first down. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. DeMarquez Clark coming in for Kenny Metlock. OKC at the 50-yard evenly. DeMarquez Clark, 18 rushes, 46 yards, 2 receptions, 18 yards. Clark gets the pitch out. Clark falling forward, 6-yard gain. Number 87 decided to just run ahead of everyone. He didn't want to have a block assignment, so that was interesting. Could have been a touchdown for Clark, but I guess not. Gilligan under center. Surveying the defense, going to hand off again. Matlock hurdling a man. My goodness. 6-yard gain. Absolutely ridiculous as Jordan Batts comes in for John Gabriel. Kasim Garvin being subbed out for DeMarquez Clark. Kenny Matlock, 4 rushes, 23 yards, 2 receptions, 40 yards. I mean, this is just a passing back team. Clark gets the handoff, avoids a tackler, heads up for the first down, and then some. 14-yard gain. And now Kenny Matlock comes in for DeMarquez Clark. Kasim Garvin assuming the fullback position should he stay. Gabriel coming back in. Matlock, the lone back in the backfield. Gilligan motioning the man to the left. Gilligan with another obvious run. Matlock, oh my lord. Ugh. Stiff arm, shed the defender, and then tackled for a loss of 2. Unfortunate. Lockett ensuring that nobody sees another yard for this drive. Elijah Lockett, 4 tackles, 1 deflection, number 37. Gilligan under center, back to pass. Defensive line, pressure, Turner, oh my goodness. Oh, short. 22 yards, taken down by number 21, John Gabriel. Gabriel having a bit of an issue, breathing it seems, catching his breath. It's a lot to catch Adrian Turner. For 7 receptions, 123 yards on 8 targets, I mean, that man has done work today. Gilligan motioning the man inside. Gets the snap, hands off to Clark. Clark going for the touchdown. Oh, nice stop by number 58. John Gabriel coming back in for Jordan Batts. Kasim Garvin and Kenny Matlock coming in for DeMarquez Clark. Kasim Garvin being subbed back out. Gilligan surveying. This is probably going to be a run right up the middle. He motions the man out to the right. Gilligan, never mind. He audible to a pass. He's got all day. Oh, no. Minus 8 yards. Riley with the sack. And there was no blitz. No exotic pressure. Just him beating his man and winning the day. Gilligan, motion the man. This could be a pass attempt now. Or I could be wrong twice. And I am wrong twice. Clark gets the pass. Pitch, I should say, gain of 1 yard, and Vancouver holds OKC once again to a field goal. Yeah, in both those plays that they just performed, you want to do the opposite of what they did. You want to run up the middle, like I said, as the kick is up, and the kick is good again, 25-yard field goal. Stauncy putting points up today. Yeah, you don't you don't sit there and pass on the 1 yard line, 2 yard line, apologies, and then run it from 6 yards out. At that point, you might as well just pass it again. Medlin with the return. Medlin taken down, shy of the 20-yard line. They're going to say he got stopped at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Vancouver, 6 minutes and 27 seconds left. Can there be a comeback for Vancouver? Can Hall pull off the upset? Hall, motion the man to the right, under center, surveying the defense. Loaded box. Decides to run it anyways. Roland gets tackled for a TFL. And, you know, that's what you kind of expect from a rookie quarterback-led team, or at least a new quarterback-led team. You know, loaded box. He doesn't really have a lot to audible to. He doesn't really know the playbook that extensively well. Hall back to pass. Four-man rush. Oh my goodness, it literally hit number 88 in the face. I don't know what else to say besides put your hands up. Like, Hall delivered a perfect pass. And his stats are now showing that he looks terrible when, in fact, he's outperforming most of these guys. He just hasn't been given good looks. Roland TFL'd. -3 yards. That'll be a quick 3 and out. Unfortunate. OKC, if they score here, will have won the game. Vancouver. OKC sitting at a nice, plentiful 80% win chance right now. Lisenby gets the return. Tried to make a man miss. Unable to. Shy of the 50-yard line. They'll be at the 48. OKC, 1st and 10, looking to put the nail in the coffin. Gilligan under center. Back to pass, 4-man rush. He has all day and then some. And he dropped it. Unfortunate. Number 87, just unable to come down with it. Brandon Gilligan now 16 of 26 for 227. Gilligan, motion the fullback out to the right. Gilligan, back to pass, 4-man rush. Defensive lineman breaks free. Oh, almost intercepted by number 58. Very close. That could have gotten Vancouver back in it. Unfortunately for him, he is a defensive player, and defensive players do not have hands. Brandon Gilligan, 16 of 27 now. Slowly but surely, this rap sheet grows. Low percentages. Clark gets the handoff, stiff arms a man, +3. 4th and 7. A nice truck, I must add. Didn't do much. Vancouver held. Vancouver's defense has to be possibly the most ridiculous unit I've ever seen in my life. The punt is gonna be a possible 1 yard. Ooh, did he get it? Just a hairline behind the pylon. That's unfortunate. You hate to see it. Troy Hall under center. Rolling in the backfield. Troy Hall back to pass. An exotic blitz, and he launches it. Roland rushing forward. Oh. Gain of 6 yards. Forced fumble, but that's all right. Of course, for some reason, the play will add up as 0.0 average yards, despite the fact that he did rush for 6 yards. Troy Hall, 13 of 20, 114 yards. Troy Hall hands it off to a loaded box, and Roland, all right, got a gain of +3 somehow, despite a TFL. So we will be sending that to the president. Troy Hall motions him in inside. Go! Massive box, and Boyd just runs straight into a buzzsaw. Good lord. At this point, you have to think the OC is actively hurting Vancouver's chances to score here. 4th and 8. Everything goes on the line here. Vancouver needs something. Hall, empty set now. Motions the back. Hall back to pass. He's got a wide open man. McDonald catches it. Gain of 16. Perhaps Vancouver needed to do 4th downs all game long, and they might have had a chance earlier. OKC still sitting at an 84% chance to win. Hall, surveying the defense, he's going to motion the man out to the right. Hall back to pass. Bliss does not get home. McDonald taken down. They'll say he didn't get the 1st down, despite him having forward progress. These OKC refs may need to be looked into a little bit. Hall under center. This could be a run from Roland. Packed box. He's going to motion the receiver out to the far right. There is a flag against the offense for a false start against number 81, Ricky Medlin. Unfortunate. All the momentum just taken away right then and there. 3 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Vancouver looking to score a touchdown. Vancouver intercept. And Roland will easily be taken down for a loss of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 8. As Lunsford, number 90, gets the TFL. Of course, not all of Vancouver was under center, but everyone knew what I meant. Hall. Back to pass. Major blitz coming. He's going to launch it deep to McDonald, and McDonald catches it. Perhaps this duo needs to do more of that. Troy Hall putting up a great first game. Nate McDonald, 3 for 6 for 49 yards. Troy Hall surveying the defense. A bit of a light box today. Snaps the ball, 4-man rush incoming. He's got all day. Oh, that should have been DPI. We're not allowed to push the receiver out of the way of the pass, but that's okay. 16-24, 163 yards. I mean, Troy Hall has been doing amazing today. Hall back to pass. He's got all day. He's going to launch it. Hansen, nice catch, 4 yards, 2-minute warning. At this point, you're just playing for upgrade points. You just want to get to 14 points. You can get that 2-point conversion. You can get 1 point, a singular point for offense. Hall surveying the defense, loaded box. Trying to spread him out. 4-man rush, going to launch it immediately. Number 4, unable to come down with it. And this will be a 4th down. Kick is up. Kick is no good. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my night is ruined. Vancouver should have gone for that. Gilligan under center. Gosh. Gain of 1. Vancouver takes a timeout for some reason. 2nd and 9. Gilligan motions the back out to the left. Empty set, back to pass, 4-man rush. Oh, number 5, what are you? Number 2, what are you doing? Oh, you had an interception, my guy. A pick 6, if you will. Oh, well. Gilligan, surveying the defense, motions the man inside. Back to pass. He's got all day. He's going to launch it wide open. Ooh. Number 57 tried to get the interception, unable to come down with it. That'll be a punt for OKC. If I'm Vancouver, I have to talk to my defensive player, number 2. I have to look him straight in the eyes and go, son, we need to get you tested. Lockett with an amazing hurdle, taken down by number 88. I mean, you do not swat a ball down when you have that much space in front of you, when you're the only guy near you is already out of bounds. You have perfect position to get an interception. Like, I don't understand sometimes. Hall motions the man out to the right. Takes the snap, back to pass, 4-man rush. Defenders are getting through off his right foot. Terrell. First down, timeout. Vancouver. Number 4, Terrell, I should say. I mean, the exotic blitzes that OKC are pulling up. And for Hall to just throw it off his back foot. Incredible. Hall surveying. Exotic blitz incoming. He's going to launch off his foot again. Roland again. This could be another timeout taken by Vancouver. At the 40-yard line. Cornerback blitz coming in on that previous play. Hall back in the pistol again. Surveying the defense. Going to motion the man inside. Looking to be zone. Drop back, 4-man rush. All day, wide open, number 5, McDonald for the touchdown. Wow. Wow. That is a high-level read. That is a high-level read. Schmidt, kick up good. I mean, Hall manipulated that defense so well. He understood it was zone. He waited, he sat back, he bombed it deep. Incredible. I mean, my goodness. Here we go. Schmidt for the onside, kicks it. Oh, unfortunate. Lisenby picks it up, and that'll be the game. Had a chance, folks. Had a chance. OKC will now get in the kneel formation. And that'll do it. If I'm Vancouver, this has to be the greatest possible outcome ever, actually. You didn't win, understandably, right? You still get 4 upgrade points for limiting 16 points on defense. You don't get any points for offense, but that's fine, right? You're working towards that. Delay of game via OKC for some reason. Not that it matters. I don't know why you call that penalty. And Troy Hall has looked like your future. He has looked incredible tonight. He has passed for an average of 10 yards per throw. In fact, I think that's even more now after that touchdown pass. He has thrown to the right players. I don't believe he's had a turnover besides the one forced fumble, but I mean, to be fair, that's a defensive end hitting you from your blind side, you know, knocking the ball in your hand. That'll be the end of the game. It's just incredible. Well, let's real quick get to the game MVPs. Clark, running back, rushing attempts, number 24. Yards, 74, 1 touchdown. Defensively, for Simon O, the defensive back, 1 sack, 1 TFL, 1 forced fumble. 16-13, quite a game. For Brandon Gilligan, could have been better, could have been worse. 16 of 29 for 227 yards. Troy Hall, though, I mean, you have to be impressed. 20 for 29, 1 touchdown, 233 yards. I mean, that's incredible. That's over 10 yards per completion. That's ridiculous. Go ahead and head on to the gameplay stats. Vancouver's MVPs, McDonald, wide receiver, 4 receptions, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Defensively, Riley, defensive lineman, 1 sack, 2 TFLs, 4 tackles. And, of course, OKC's. Heading over to the team leaders, and, of course, you can see Vancouver, 105 quarterback rating, and Gilligan, 81 overall rating. You definitely wouldn't be able to tell who the new guy is looking at these stats. Total plays, OKC having more. Rush plays, more. Of course, Vancouver got really comfortable with Hall. They started to let him loose, and you saw what happened. 303 total yards to 299. 20-yard difference in the rush yards, but, I mean, pass yards, it was almost identical. 3 sacks for OKC, while 2 for Vancouver. 0 turnovers in this heavy wind game. For those of you who do not want to stick around to watch the independent stats, appreciate you all for coming by. Thank you, and we shall see you next week. Now, for those who want to see the player stats, go ahead and look at those. All right, so we're going to start with Troy Hall, age 22, 105 rating, 20 completions, 29 attempts, almost 70% completion rate, an amazing touchdown. How the rushing leaders here. We have Roland leading all receivers in receptions, and McDonald leading all receivers with yards. Defensively, couldn't have asked for a better defensive performance against this OKC offense. I mean, it's incredible. Varnado, 1 sack. Riley, 1 sack. No interceptions. Bunch of TFLs. Bunch of deflected passes. No forced fumbles. No recoveries, unfortunately. Returns, 2 returns. 5 kick returns. 2 field goals, 1 extra point for Schmidt. 5 punts for Carlisle. 1 incredible punt inside the 20. No touchbacks. As far as OKC goes, 81 rating for Gilligan, 16 of 29, 55% completion, just barely above there. But again, not his fault. If you take away 4 or 5 of those behind the shoulder, spin around fade catches that those wide receiver divas are trying to get, hey, he's also 20 of 29 on the day. Incredible. Rushing, 24-74. Adrian Turner, the wide receiver, leading all in receptions and yards. Offensively, Augustine leading in tackles. Saw the kicker down there. Was that a kicker I saw down there? That was the kicker with a tackle. Visconti, look at that. Sack-wise, it was a feast. Jeff Coates, Simon Ragsdale. Lots of TFLs, no touchdowns. Deflected passes, Battle just out there getting all of it. Forced fumbles, Simon and Battle. And no recoveries. 3 punt returns, 1 kick return for Lisenby, 3 for Edwards. Go to kicking, Visconti, 3 field goals, 1 extra point, and Kalaji, I want to say. 5 punts, but 3 touchbacks. Not a good day at all for him. All right, folks, that'll be it. Thank you all for joining this game. It was a lot more entertaining than I thought it would be, especially with the addition of Troy Hall coming onto the scene like that. We'll see you all next week for the week 3 of the NAGA Season 3. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you all later.